What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And of course, when you see my man Jeremiah, you know we're going around the sports world. But this is a heavy NFL day. So we're going to start with the NFL at the very top. We seen some trades, bro. DJ Moore and a 5th-round pick to the Buffalo Bills for what? A 2nd-round pick. The Bills had no leverage in this. They had zero leverage in this. And the fact that the Bears only walked out of this trade with a 2nd-round pick, astronomical to me. What was your thoughts on this trade?
I don't know. The GMs must be best friends. The GMs must be best friends. There must be something like that going down. DJ Moore, I don't care no more. He's still a number one receiver. It's just
number one guy.
Yeah, he's still a number one receiver in the NFL. It's the him playing with Chicago. The first year when he played with Justin Fields, he showed you that he's the number one receiver.
Right.
All right, and then they got Caleb Williams. Then they also got Rome. You know what I'm saying? And now he's starting. Rome's starting to take over that position.
That exposition, yeah.
Yeah. So I think they wanted to get him out of there just to solidify it. Say, hey, this is your receiving core. You're gonna be number one here. But also the Buffalo Bills, they didn't have a number one receiver. They didn't have one. But and so to only get a 2nd-round pick, it's gotta be. It's almost like that. It's not as on that level with the Luka Doncic trade. You know how the Lakers traded for Luka Doncic and they got Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
And how the Dallas only got Anthony Davis. They didn't get
they didn't get nothing else. Yeah,
it's like you can get more. Why don't you get more?
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the Bills had no leverage in this. They needed a number one receiver. How do they get a number one receiver and a 5th-round pick? Like that makes zero sense. Like, right. I don't get how that can possibly happen. Not only that, I mean, at this point, Ron Poles has to explain that. He has to explain that you only get a 2nd-round pick against a team that has no leverage, zero leverage. And I mean, it blows my mind what happened with that. So yeah, DJ Moore's gone. He's gone to the Bills. He will be the number one. The Bills also released a couple players, but we'll get to that later. Next, another even bigger trade than the DJ Moore trade. Trent McDuffie to the Rams. Yeah. Now, this is what you're supposed to get for a guy.
Right.
The Chiefs got back a 1st-round pick, which is the 29th overall pick. They got a 5th-round pick, a 6th-round pick, and a 3rd-round pick next year. That's what you get for a player like that. You don't get little bits of stuff. You get something you get a package deal like that. Mm-hmm. This is another year where this is another point where we see Kansas City trade away their big time cornerback, because remember they also traded away Janoris Sneed.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this trade?
Kansas City, I guess they're gonna. I'm assuming they're gonna build through this draft. That's got to be my guess. But what I think about is the Rams, man. The Rams, they have shown in the history since Sean McVay became the head coach, is that they don't care nothing about them picks, man. They don't care nothing about them picks. They will trade 1st rounder after 1st rounder after 1st rounder to get the players that they need. So they would take the chances on someone that's already solidified, a good corner, a good quarterback, a good whatever it is that they need, wide receiver, because they traded for Brandon Cook years ago.
Brandon Cook, yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, they're quick to get around these 1st, 2nd-round picks. They're looking at someone that's already prime ready, and they got a Super Bowl out of it. You know,
exactly.
They did a Super Bowl out of it, and they made it to 2 Super Bowls.
And remember, they did this before with Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't care. They don't care nothing about those picks, man. They like, okay, everybody's built through the draft. We'll build through free agents and trading these picks away. But it's aggressive. It works for them though.
Not only that, you're talking about when it comes to the Rams, they've sat up there and they've been very strategic about what they're trading away
Yeah,
versus what they're getting in return. Whereas you get other teams like the Bears who only
yeah,
get a second round pick.
right.
You're talking about the Rams have given up pick after pick after pick. In fact, I think last year was the first time they picked in the first round in a minute.
Hmm.
And you're talking about here we are again, where they're finding ways to get quality, but they're saying, hey, take these picks. Not only that, it's a smart move because this is not the greatest draft.
Right.
Like this is not a really great draft. So the Rams are looking like, well, why should we hold on to these picks in a draft that isn't that great anyway?
Yeah,
So you know what? Here you go.
that
You
makes
can have
sense.
these picks. Give us that guy. You can have these picks. I mean, because again, a first, a fifth, and a sixth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically said, look, we don't really care about this draft.
Nah.
Not, but here's the flip side to that. For them to trade away McDuffie and say it was a contract reason for contract purposes, remember Patrick Mahomes get reworked his contract and
Hmm.
gave them $44 million back so they can have money for the cap. And the fact that you trade away a top cornerback after your star quarterback does a team friendly thing. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
They might be looking for something on the market when it opens up. They might have their plans of who they plan on signing.
I mean, it's
No.
crazy, but that's funny that you did that because we're going to transition in. The NFL free agent market got big. It just
Yeah.
got bigger. A lot of
Yeah.
guys got released. Geno Smith is released. Cam
Hmm.
Jordan is in there. Chris Curtis Samuel got released by the Bills today. Uh, they also Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker for Chicago, he got released today. I think Chicago has somebody else go today as well. Um, Free agency is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be wild because it's going to be impossible for people to keep up with what's happening and everything like that. What's
Yep.
your thoughts on this free agent market and what you may think will happen? Will it be fast and furious, or will it be a thing where people might say they might actually kick out of this draft?
Yeah. With this free agency, with the names you listed, a couple of them are going to go by. I think Geno Smith is going to have to wait a little bit,
Mhm.
just because of the performance from this past season. This past season, if this was Seahawks, him coming off Seahawks, yeah, he'd be picked up like that. But him playing for the Raiders kind of like put his stock down. Then they released him.
Right.
So that tells you what the Raiders are going to do for the draft. Which we knew was going to do what they were going to do anyways, but we know exactly what they're going to do for the draft now. Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel, he'll get. Did I already mention? I said he'll get picked up pretty fast. I think he'll get
Yeah,
picked up pretty fast
he
because
will.
he's a decent one. Then you got what's buddy from Chicago?
Tremaine Edmonds.
He's gonna get picked up fast.
And,
Because you know
and go ahead.
you got teams like Carolina that need linebackers. That
And this is a linebacker free agency.
Yeah,
You got Quincy Williams, you got
yep,
Devin Lloyd, you got Eric Wilson, you got a lot of guys, and now you add Tremaine Edmonds to this whole fit as well.
yep,
You got a lot of guys that are here. I think you also got Kenneth Murray, who's also
mhm,
in this free agent class as well. So I mean, yeah, the free agent class is like ridiculous at this point. Edges too. Look at all
yeah.
the edges that's out there. There are a lot of teams that snagged up guys very quickly. I'm gonna say this: Tyler Linderbaum is about to be the richest center ever
Oh yeah,
because
his name is circulating so hard. Yeah.
the Chargers were lucky to get
Oh yeah, they did.
Tyler Biotish.
Yep. Signed for 10 mil a year.
Washington needs a center. Baltimore needs a center.
Yep.
Chicago needs a center. Arizona needs a center. There's so many teams that need centers right now.
Yeah.
Tyler Linderbaum is about to be stinking rich. Like we're
Yeah.
going to see the richest contract ever given to a center this free agency period. Not only that, I would not be surprised if he signs later than anybody else because his market is because he's basically the only star guy on the market at that
So he was,
position.
so
And,
he gonna be holding teams hostage.
well, it's
Yeah.
supply and demand.
Yeah, that's true.
Supply and demand. And if you're the Tyler Biadasz signed too early because he
Yep.
could have benefited greatly from this. I mean, even though yeah, he signed a 3-year, $30 million deal and he got like a little bump in money, he could have still made a whole hell of a lot more because the moment Tyler Linderbaum goes off the market, he's the next guy
Yep.
that every other team who didn't get Tyler Linderbaum would have been overpaying for. So
Hmm.
that I'm telling you, man, this is going to be an insane free agent market. It technically starts on Monday, but they
Oh
call it
yeah.
the tampering period.
Yeah, but you're gonna see Adam Schefter posted, "Hey, this person signed. This person
This
expected
person
to sign."
signed here.
All,
This person.
yep.
I mean, hell,
Yeah,
we
you're
got
gonna
it
see
with
all that.
Milton Williams, and next thing you
Yep.
know, he backed out of a
Yeah.
contract to go
Yep.
get one from the New England. So, yeah, the tamper it all starts on Monday, but tampering period, they got to put that in there. Uh, Here's another one. Jets fans are going to be super pissed if these reports are correct. Offensive coordinator Frank Wright
Mm.
is saying he wants at quarterback to come to the New York Jets. Carson Wentz.
Makes sense. He played for him in Philly. He played for him in Philly. Hey.
This is why the Jets always lose. This is
Yeah.
exactly why they always lose. And again, it goes back to the nepotism in the NFL.
Yeah, because he's back in the league.
He's back in the league. He showed some little progress when he was in Minnesota, but he also showed again Carson Wentz is going to Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
And here we are again. You telling me that, and understand this, if Frank Reich is asking for Carson Wentz, there's a strong possibility he could be the starting quarterback with the Jets. And this is after the talk of going after Kyler Murray.
Very, yeah.
Kyler Murray could easily say, I ain't about to compete with Carson Wentz, being as though he got a relationship with the offensive coordinator already. Nah, I ain't doing that. So now the Jets will probably ruin their opportunity to get any quarterback to come in because they'll
Mhm.
feel threatened by the fact that Carson Wentz is there. What are your thoughts on that thing and what the Jets are going to be doing?
That's wild because you got two. You got the quarterback for Carson Wentz. Then you got an offensive coordinator Frank Wright. Joining a franchise like the Jets that pretty much haven't done anything. The last time I heard of Frank Wright got fired from Carolina, going 1-11. You know, you know what I mean. And he didn't. Carson Wentz then looked at he looked okay last year for a little bit when he was with the Vikings, but and eventually he turned back to Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz hasn't looked good since that his MVP campaign
That,
season,
yeah.
and when Nick Foles is in the league.
Right, right.
You
And,
know what I'm
and
saying?
won it for him and won the Super Bowl for them.
Right, and he got Super Bowl MVP at that. So that should tell you how good Philadelphia offensive line and receiver core was at
Right.
that year. So we haven't seen Carson Wentz look good without being surrounded by a lot.
Hmm.
And the Jets don't have a lot of anything. So the combination between him and Frank Wright, I think it's gonna be bad. I think I was about to say Aaron Jones. What's his name? The head coach of the Jets, Aaron
Aaron
Glenn.
Glenn. Aaron
Yeah,
Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. I think if that's their move, he won't make it but probably halfway through the season because they're not going to be winning any games.
Remember, I talked about this last year when he
Yeah,
started firing coordinators. I said,
yeah,
this is bad.
yep,
This is bad. And
yep,
then to hire a guy like Frank Wright, who got NFL coaching experience already, which means you're going to give him the reins. If the Jets defense looks horrid, which it probably will, because you won't have a Quincy Williams, you won't have a Quinnen Williams, and you don't have a Sauce Gardner.
hmm
This defense is going to look atrocious. If the offense looks anywhere near stable or okay with or without Carson Wentz, Aaron Glenn is out as head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Jet cycle just keeps on going. I mean, they'll be having another new coach there soon. And this would actually be what? Their third year in a row firing a defensive led coach. Because I mean, Robert Sala
Yeah,
got what, two
yeah, he got
years?
right. Yeah, he did. He got a couple of years.
Um, uh, the
I think
you now
yeah.
got Aaron Glenn, and before Robert Sala was, oh man,
Well, we know if he
dang,
gets
huh?
we know if he gets fired, Frank Wright gonna be the next coach. He's already
Exactly. I mean, but
he's gonna be the head coach.
it's just sad to see the Jets. I couldn't imagine being a Jets fan because
Yeah,
that would just be the biggest heartbreak ever, man. Uh, we're now going to the NBA.
yeah.
Jason Tatum comes back. Uh, Today is Friday, so he'll be back tonight. Um, there we don't know because he's been out the entire season.
Yep.
And the Celtics have been rocking and rolling without him to the
Hmm.
point at where I think they're what, third in the conference right now.
Yeah, they might be number 2 and number 3. I know either in front of Knicks or they right behind the Knicks.
Because
I'm not sure.
I think it's the Pistons, the
Yep.
Cavs, and then the Celtics. I think that's the way. But
I was thinking
Jason
it was the
Tatum
same.
comes back. Now, here's the thing about it. Like, does he ruin
Oh, they're number 2.
their kid? Oh, they're number two. Okay.
They're number 2.
Does he ruin their chemistry? Because they've been rocking and rolling without him for so long.
Hmm.
Like, with him coming back, does he demand the ball? Does he get in the way? Like, Jaylen Brown is like has taken the leadership of this team to a whole new level. What are your thoughts on the return of Jason Tatum?
Man, I think as long as they work it right, if they work it right, just like they did with Beyond, they done it with LaMelo Ball. You put him on minutes restriction. He just he's coming off a terrible injury. So if you give him, I say about 15, 20 minutes a night here and there, let him work himself in there off the bench a little bit. Don't put him right in the starting lineup. But eventually, they're going to need him if they want to win an actual NBA championship. But I will say, I think this will be the year. This will be the year where Boston, the offseason, they're going to make a decision. They're going to have to choose Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
And as it's going right now, it'll be Brown that they're probably going to choose just because of what he's done this season. And then what he whenever they did win the finals, he got the finals MVP. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
yep, I think Jason Tatum. I think after this season, they may make a trade, and that's good. That's going to get them a lot, depending on how good he performed. But if they end up meshing this, playing like they did when they had their finals run, they'll give him another year some change.
And you know what? That is a very good hot take there because when you think about it, that could be something because you're right. I mean, when you think about Jaylen Brown, we're talking about Celtics before Jaylen Brown and
Mm-hmm.
now Celtics with Jaylen Brown. Tatum was there before Jaylen Brown, and he wasn't winning like he is now with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has showed this team can still be great without Tatum,
Mm-hmm.
which means that what now it's time to say, okay, what type of deal can we make to get the most from for Jason Tatum, but yet and still build around Jaylen Brown. And I'm gonna tell you something. I wouldn't be surprised if they snag something huge in the all season. And what I mean by that, I ain't talking about like a Giannis or nothing like that. It has to be something that fits what they do in Boston. And oh man, like I
I
mean,
think
go ahead.
I was trying to think of like a trade because I think a trade because these type of things they end up even though I don't know if Boston will ever trade to the Lakers, but I feel like they will pull some type of move like that. Jason Tatum, they wouldn't send Jason Tatum to the Toronto Raptors.
Mm,
It wouldn't be no team like that. It'd be a team that's either like first or second place or a big name team. It could be the Knicks. It could be anyone. The Heat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what they would trade to just for the NBA business side of the house. That's just what I think.
You know what's crazy is that I think they would make a play for picks and Siakam.
Yeah. Oh, and he's in Indiana, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what they would do. They would make a
Mm,
play for picks and Siakam. Why? Because Siakam
that's a good fit.
he's a
Yeah,
devastating player,
that's a good fit.
and exactly,
That's a
absolutely.
good fit. Yeah.
So I mean that would be the type of play that they would make. That would
Yeah.
make sense for Jason Tatum, sending him off, shipping him off, and get picks and Siakam back.
Yeah.
Hell, I wouldn't be. I mean, to be honest, when you really think about it, I wouldn't even be surprised if they was to say, "How about Siakam and Halliburton?"
I don't know if they're gonna give up on that one. I don't
I,
know if
I
they're
mean,
gonna give up that one.
I don't know.
Because
Halliburton has dealt with the injuries.
Halliburton would fit right in Boston. He'll be a perfect fit in Boston because he's not a volume shooter. He's going to pass
Exactly,
the ball. Jalen
exactly,
Brown will still have his role as in like being the main player. And what's name Halliburton, he would defer. He would defer.
exactly, exactly. And that's why I said, man. I mean, hey, I know we hot taking right now, but I mean, hey, that's something that
Oh
hey
man.
people got to think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we're going to go to the college basketball world. Hey, Carolina,
Yeah, I know.
Duke,
I know it.
again,
Yeah.
but this time Caleb Wilson is out, done for the season.
The season.
The season, man. Uh, I mean, and this goes bad. This is bad because March Madness starts the 18th. March
Right
the
away, man.
18th. He's
Yeah.
out for the season already. He's done. Like we're not going to see him against anybody. And we saw Carolina struggle the last game against Duke.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? Because this is going to be a tough game.
That's a big loss. That's a big loss for Carolina. That's such a big loss, man. Because Caleb Williams during that game against Duke the first time around, he was the engine that got everything started because they
First,
were going through him. He was
yeah.
going. He probably
It-
scored
it-
eight or
it-
10 points regularly.
and he was giving Cam Boozer the business.
Yeah, he was giving the business. He was, and and they've been playing against each other for years. They've been playing
Right.
against each other for years, and so he knows them. So he had the whole arsenal out there, man. He was
Right.
jump shooting back and down. He did it all. He did it all. And he didn't have not one dunk in that entire game.
Not one. Not
Not
one.
not not one dunk in that entire game, man. But without him, man, it's gonna take a 3-point clinic. I'm talking
Yeah.
about 3-point clinic from Carolina that we had one. But that's not really that's not. I wouldn't say it's a strength, but it's going to have to be a 3-point clinic to wipe Duke out here at least to make competitive. But you never know. Hopefully, hey, Duke can have a bad game. They can have a bad game. We don't know. But
Man.
I'm just mad that it happened at this time.
At the wrong
Like
time,
time.
man.
Yeah.
At the wrong time.
It's
Like
crazy. It's the other hand.
and
He did
that's
thumbs
the
in his
thing.
other
That's the
hand.
thing about it. Like he messed up the left hand, and then
Yeah.
comes back and messed up the right hand, and it's
Yeah.
like golly. And I mean, like I said, and it's at the peak of tournament season.
Yeah.
And with that, man, I don't know, man. If they get a bad seed, like if they get like a 5-6 or something like that,
They'll
it,
probably be 5-6 just because they know Caleb Wilson ain't playing
right,
regardless.
they're not gonna have a chance. They're
Nah.
not gonna have a chance.
They might make it to a Sweet 16. That means they make it out the first weekend, make it the second weekend, but
It's
past that,
dependent. It's dependent
pat
because you got a lot of teams that again, as if you're a fifth or sixth seed, you about to see another fifth or sixth seed or even a seventh seed that
take it down.
somehow it shouldn't be where they're placed at. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So I mean, you're talking about there's a chance you can see somebody and it's like, dang,
yeah,
that team should not be ranked that low.
right.
So
N Never
so
know, man.
so I mean, but
Yeah,
I guess we'll see what happens. My prediction for the game, UNC going down. Like it's
yeah,
no getting
probably.
around it. I mean,
Did you
I
see the
mean,
spread on that?
huh?
The spread, I think the spread is like 17 points, 18 points. I s
Oh,
I see why. I see
Yeah,
why now.
exactly, exactly. Well, I mean, it was bad the last time. I
Yeah, yeah,
mean,
it was. Yeah, it
Caleb
was. Yeah, it
Caleb
was.
went out. It got bad. Next thing you know, he's out again. It's over. It's done. I mean, Cam Boozer's going to go crazy because he's not going to
Yeah.
see nobody to stop him. So,
Nah.
yeah. So with that, y'all, that is our sports rundown. Y'all tell us what y'all think in the comments below. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, along with my man Jeremiah Street, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.